Blessings and welcome forward to Reasons at the Trail Life, right here on the road, season 2. Yeah, we're right up here at the Walkways, the Dub Club, right up there in Jacksonville, St. Andrew. You know, we can get some Irie Heights, Jamaican reggae music, dub culture-wise, deep introspective music, right? So we're here just sharing some knowledge and experiences that we've had through our life, and you know, just some of the desires in our hearts from the divine way. My current offering is on the institution of marriage. What an awesome and divine experience when man and woman decide to make a symbol to their souls and the divine, a bond that is the offspring, the family, the way, the truth, and the life made manifest in our experiences. A man leave his mother and father and cleave unto his woman called wife. Joy it is for us to understand what it is to make such a decision, to put your life together in a bond that ain't easily broken, for better, for worse. Is marriage just a statement for the onlookers? Is it just a ceremony for the familia, for the family? Is it just a convenience? Is it a holy match for money, or is it truly a holy matrimony? What is marriage? The modern context in which we view it is a sense of completion, of being the man of man, responsible, being able to provide. For the woman, a sense of being wanted, accepted, seen as worthy to be called wife. Complete and utter fulfillment of the highest concepts of ourselves. These ceremonies are held and held in such high fanfare and high regard that for the woman, the ultimate destiny is to marry the man of her dreams, the ultimate provider, fulfiller of fantasies, highest esteems, and the satisfier of deep cravings, longings, and desires. The wife of the man, in the essence of this new age, a trophy wife to spark the interest and the jealousy of many, to show that she's priceless beyond rubies, beyond measure of material convenience, yet she is just a symbol to many. Hallelujah. Just a symbol. Nothing that is original, authentic, and genuine in the soul. What is genuine marriage? How do we get to genuine marriage? Is it that the ceremony should be well planned? Is it that all things should be aligned in the family circles? Is it that your mate should be your truest example of your highest self, but what you are now and what you wish to become and what you were? Or is it that marriage really suggests that it's a union where first and foremost the divine way has to be observed in both? That there's got to be something outside of the individual that binds the individual more than the context of the metamorphic and material that decays as everything. Is true marriage the placing of the eternal before the desires of the transient? Is true marriage when a man says to a woman, because of all that I have become in your presence, because of all that I am wishing to be, I have come to know there ain't life without you. There isn't any value or purpose to the experience. Hence, I think you should be my wife. Isn't that the first proposition? And isn't the acceptance and yea, the holy blessing of the marriage, is when she says, yes, I see that this truly is the experience of which I think is expressing me, that has been expressing me, that will continue, hallelujah, to express me. And as such, when she says yes, and they together invite the Most High into their union, isn't that the marriage? Hallelujah. For that is how I have read it. That is how I have accepted it. That is how myself and my wife has accepted it. The ceremony for family and for those who are onlookers in the collective, is the next step in the process for the functions of the observers to know what is the process of our bond. Is it merely momentary, or is it eternal? Is it constant? Marriage begins with the man and the woman, their decision to be together, stay together, to grow together, to become offsprings together. When the children are born, to further evolve the relationship. It's a sign of the choices, of the blessing, of the outpouring. When marriage is in the wrong context, can one truly appreciate the offsprings or the experience of the marriage house, the marriage bed? The marriage home is only sacred when the marriage is sacred. The marriage can only be sacred when the individuals are sacred and sacredly aligned. For those in the context and the confines of superficiality, you will find your superficial mate, and how dare I say, you can't together grow into sacred and spiritual union. Your might is there in mathematical and magnetic alignment to who you are. And any stage of your consciousness and your being, you feel so desired and attracted to attract your mate. They will express exactly where you are. They will express in tandem how you are together. So if you're not prepared to grow along the path of your own awakening, and if you're not prepared to grow together in the path of your marriage together, in the path of your enlightened and your mutual choices together, you will derail your process and you will derail your destiny and evolution. Your offsprings will be off kilter, without respect, without true love. It is unbalanced. Wherever you are in the spectrum of life, marriage is a sacred institution. That is not your age that invites you in. It is your heart. It is your devotion. It is your understanding of who it is and how it is you are and who it is you're attracted to and how it is that you are attracted to this person or this person. It is a choice to seek and to find, because many times the attraction is never just to one. It is to those of a certain mind. And then the experience shows you that this one and that one, that she is the one. Because beyond all other experiences, she has not only magnified, intensified the good, but she's intensified the drive towards clarity. She's brought out the intense passion in you, that intense drive, not just to satisfy, to please or to impress, but to yet be yourself, to yet say of the hurts you are refusing to share with others, to express most deeply of the cares you did not want to share with others, but yet you are so open, so willing, so exposed. It is without effort. You naturally have become exposed in the light of her loving presence. True love covers a multitude of sin. It is truly healing and transforming. It really rises up the highest quality within the human perception. Marriage is a sacred institution between a man and a woman that has brought together their families, their generations, their future generations, bonds them, continues the unity of the eternal spirit. Always approach your context, your concept of marriage from knowing it is a harmony of souls in the entire living cosmos. When you feel your true heartbeat for another, you will realize, you will understand. Judgments will cease, or as Archery says, it is not that your mate is perfect, it's that love teaches you perfectly how to get past those issues and not let them affect your relationship and those you care about. Faults we have. Love covers, repairs, restores, remove context for agitation. It replaces with contents of loving vibration. It is awesomely filling. In marriage, love is your sourcing plant. It is your energy driver, systematic, polemic, didactic. It is your unrelenting, unceasing flow of loving being. It is your energy. It is the dynamism of affection. It is care. It is putting yourself ahead of your children. It's not putting yourself ahead of your children, rather. It's putting your children ahead of you, your cares, your interests, her interests, and seeing that this is the way it is. For your strength abides to carry your family, because they're worth carrying, because this carrying yourself, and you expand for it, and you become more for it, and you become greater for it. Marriage gives you the sense and the space to complete the process of being human. Common law, piece of paper, divine law, sacred law, human law. The love of your special, significant, the mother of your children, the father of your children, your love interests, your sun, moon, and stars. Marriage is your divine bond. It is your earthly, celestial, and cosmic love story. Marriage is your contract amongst stars. It is your feng shui. It is your presence and portion of the cup. It is your elixir. It is your ambrosia. For better, for worse, it is your beginning, it is your closure. Treasure, value the commitment, value the knowing, value the need, value the satisfaction of this commitment. Marriage is your rhythmic timer. It sets you on perfect strides, makes you whole, makes you feel complete, actualizes the actual. Choose wisely. Be clear, be happy, be fluid, be functional. The Most High goes ahead of your choices. Those who are seeing your wife before she's there, those who are seeing your husband before he's there. Be patient, be faithful, create the environment, they will come. For those who are misaligned to the wrong choices and married because of the only match for money, breathe deeply. If it's impossible to find peace within that realms, by gosh, it's not impossible to go beyond, to seek divorce, and to find your true self and your true union. Humans are transformable. That means that your misunderstanding led to your discomforts in your marriage. Is it possible that your proper alignments in your mentality will lead to the chance of right alignment in your marriages? So both of you could have had the wrong ideas going in, but it is yet possible through the grace of divine that is correctable. You don't have to just feel because your mind is going this way and her mind is going that way, that you can come together this way and have a bond like this way. It is essential to remember where you are in yourself will express itself as those you choose to be in a relationship with, those you choose to marry. So even if you say you were young, inexperienced, and just wanted to get out of the house or get out of your parents' control, and that this access to material or this access to a woman and the seemingly expression of responsibility seemed to have given you the excuse to move out. Now you're many years older and you can't find value in that relationship because you still see the relationship and yourself as where you were. But currently what you have evolved to, the state of mind you have to cause an evolution in your relationship to see yourself and your wife and your relationship at the newly evolved state. Allow it to evolve. Sometimes the relationship evolves faster than the individuals. Sometimes the relationship evolves slower than the individuals. Understanding the dynamics thereof is the institution of marriage. Is it just about seeking counselors? There's always therapy, there's always therapists, there's always those who can peer in introspectively from the outside, telescopically, and see things out of alignment, see personal nuances that are unnerved, and the quirks of bad temperament and timing. And they can help to realign if the heart and minds, souls and being of both are willing. So for the sacred institution of marriage, let us imbue it with the true devotion, the true honor it deserves. Welcome Divine Yahweh into it, Divine Yeshua. Allow for the respect of your family and the dignity you've learned. And if you did not learn it from your family, allow it to come from the examples of others. And if you are the example in your family, the first to marry, let it not just be about, hallelujah, the big wedding ceremony. Let it be about the kind of lifestyle you have, the kind of life, the morals, the ethics, the children you have, and the way in which your children will be groomed so that they can be an example unto others. Like you can be a family that are beacons of Yeshua, beacons of the light of truth, and that you can, through the experiences you're having, influence others even without saying a word. The silent context of influence and influence. Let the spirit of the light of true Christ be upon you, be upon your choices towards matrimony, beyond money, beyond family, beyond culture, beyond class, beyond caste. Let the true loving souls who found each other be harmonized. That our families find true presence, purpose in our activities. May we work hard with the presence of divine to fulfill ourselves, to fulfill our collective ambitions, to honor our ancestors, to honor our families, to unify and harmonize so that each of us together can increase in the presence of divine love. And children, nature, life will reflect this. Blessings on your drives towards marriage, towards maintaining the sacred institution of marriage. Blessed be your mothers, your fathers. Blessed be your choices. Blessings be your children. Love, light, and honor to you. This has been Jerome Sage Butler from the Tree of Life, reasoning on the sacred divine institution of marriage. Blessings in your divine marriages. Blessings in your sacred, your earthly, your energetic, your spirited, your creative marriages. Blessings on the path of married bliss and blissful expression of harmony. Remember that you're a gift to yourself, your spouse, your family, your children, your wonderful environment. Continue to be that blissful gift. Blessings. Until next time.